Revival TV, amagarum wijwire.
Revival TV tukusima mnonga ogumire kurwo mukasheshe no kusesha hezi turi aha Las Vegas Hotel aho murembo rwambara ngo tugumize muturu koreka kurgizo beri yanyuma baze 2015 kushiza chumwe erizo 2016 International Ecumenical Fellowship age yabasekwane kwa Tanzania itendekeri ya Bishop Stuart University bakataho emishomo nkejo kongera kubangura abantu kucara munonga bashomesa bari kutendeka mu itendekereri area Bishop Stuart University mukubabangura no kongera kubashurura okubashemeye kubamba kuri mirimo yaba abantu baburijo nabone bikirizwa kandi emishomo iri negendo mesho abegesa binje munonga bakiriyo mbongera kubangura no kushomesa abantu aba nkoko gumeno butunga aha Revival TV omuhereza Anthony mujunungu waje kandi tukiriyo tukutwarira kimwe koreka ebindi binje munonga ayitugambire bwanyuma ya after lunch turiyo ntwijane bindi binji konka takashireyo amakora ginkwenda kumanyiso mugenyi mukuru na kano Edith nakarema wizoberi ya kabiri kandi mugenyi mukuru yabasize kuba nahikaha yayakirwe chancellor ahabwetendekereri kandi hona nabona umureberezo wankwa Right Reverend Associate Professor Fred Sheldon Mweso chancellor Professor John Mugisha bariyo mbongera oku turetera abantu benje munonga abari kwija kubamba shomesa kandi nibinji ebiri kwija kubana baganirwa omupati yitu ningashi omurundo gwetu gwa kabiri twarga omulanchi konga takashireyo hariho ibintu binji munonga biriyo mbyorekwa omwanya ogu kandi nikikuru munonga iwori omurebe wa Revival TV okwetegereza no kumanya itendekeri ya Bishop Stuart University ryondo korabi andiko makushomesa omwana omukirasi honka nari kandi bobo nabaha abandi abase kubamba lete bindi bintu ebibakureta hakoreka okwenda ngo umuntu waburijo kamanya ngo amatendekeraga gariyonga kore ibintu binji munonga kandi biriyo mbuhe mwana we hango kongera wakubangurwa eki nkija kumanchwera abantu baburijo kukira munonga abanyayiganda kurwanisa ibura ryemerumo ergumize muno kweyongera umuyihanga ebintu ebikubamba bikorwa abana bitu ba Uganda eki nkibanchwera munongo mukurwanisa ibura ryemerumo natunga abantu benji munonga kukira munonga ntiza kufokasinga ibintu ebirumu agriculture abantu bajumbure mbaze tari yemwe bakore ibintu birungi eshande obwoki sabune nebindi ko kundu kwija kubantu kora musamare ori kutunga ebintu ebi kandi bikuru munonga aha hingambira ndi hamudara no gwa Rwentanga Farm Institute ejinesha ngo mu district ya Mbarara kandi hona nabwo ombureberezo bwankore sebo tugambira amazina gawe aho kurga kandi ni products ezumukora nka Rwentanga Farm Institute.
Amazina ni banyeta Simon Mukuru ndienza Royal Yantonde kandi ni nshomera Rwentanga Farm Institute eri kushango muri Mbarara aha tuiza koreka ebintu ebyo mutano ebiturukora under value addition kandi ebintu ebiturukora harimo ekigimusa orwezo oruba kweta green guard orwezo turukomaro kubangu nishigimusa cyonka still nduyambaho kubingo bukoko bukuretera urumuri obihinga byagwa kandi nduyambaho na abantu kurga okozesa chemicals ezino burabe ahabura life yo muntu noshanga umuntu yari ikintu kirokozesa chemical oshanga yatungo burabe umutima ninge binde endwara nyingi so itwabe niko kuri Garantanga Farm Institute tukorire kigimusa ecyo rukufuteka a plant zona umuri emiyembe omwani ebitoke ebihimba ebicyori na nebindi byona kandi nokozesa miruzi as a different nko direction for use okuzigamba wano gamba nka nyanya ni miruzi 3 mpaka 35 kandi wano gamba nka miyembe ni miruzi 4 mpaka 50 kandi wano gamba mwani miruzi nkaga ari inshanju kandi as miruzi zina gamba no zito muri tazi 20 za mizi ko rukweza kugikozesa ni kiyambaho ekihingwa cyawe kora abo no harvestinga kilo tani zitano uza kushanga wayongeraho wazo mutani zimushanje abakoze kigimuseki ahubwo kigimuseki no gwako kikozesa mu mwire bo mushana no shanga ekihingwa cyawe cyatunga kariya nkaka amborera abo kuba ekihingwa ekigimusa nkiyambo kuma ekihingwa cyawe kuruga mushana okushisha munonga kana nekindi ni kibingana n'obukoko wanora kumanya ebirukwata kigimuseki no tera asimu 0 mushanjina 25 na mushanju runana nemwe kandi tukore kigimusa cyonka tukora products nyingi twabeje Garantanga Farm Institute omuri ezini seeds ezitukora tukashanga ngo abahingi na nabarisa no shanga mbarisente konka batine ebinyanse bakubasa kuzirisaho okashanga enti yene muhereza ritaze zishamirira kuba nagihamu so itu tukuretire binyansi ebebiri improved ebyo kurisa kandi bitakutwara mwanya mahango urban sector ushanga no basa kuri sento giyemo amate compared na no muntu ayinita karahango tukoma
yes tukiriyo ntongera kuhereza ibintu bingi munonga ebirukorwa bejaba okorwa mu itendekero area Garantanga Farm Institute ngo kwari natukorera samara yes
komeraho tukorire fridge eje kintu bagita cyako fridge noreba ezi cyakoze ezi fridge za burijo zine organic chemicals nka chlorofluorocarbons ezo kushanga ngo umuntu karukeza kugira yabegiro mu cyo kurya ne health complications so tukorire cyako fridge ku rugo manda ga butosha eri affordable kandi ko kukitamu nanga zawe mu kurenga katuzakamazira mu kushanga okano kareka kiri fresh no basa kujya baka harvesting erizoba ejo ni innovation ku Garantanga abakora cyako fridge ku rugo manda ga burijo eri affordable by every person kandi ntukwinjira akatuzi naturally noreba butuzi bukija bwargaho aba bantu kosa chemicals so kubwargireho no butuzi mbuba enhanced by the termites kandi ijuka katuzi ntuketenga so itwabe cyo kuri Garantanga Farm Institute twizire twakuretera katuza kaba kweta white oyster mushrooms akakwereza nutrients muri zinc protein zikarisha na nebindi bintu omuntu ezari kwetenga mu mubiri kandi waza kucyondoza no shangangu nutuziha omu residues agriculture wastes abantu ezibine omu wastes ezitwine harimo norebe bene binyansi ejene mere tasks ejene ebine bishubye bihimba ebye bene residues zebicyori so ezese nizo tukoramu akatuza kakoro kureba okashanga ngo ebintu abantu bakunaga ito ntubukwata twongeraho mutindo tuhinga makatuzaka no usako shanga ngo katuzaka kakwereza birisa birya kandi watungana nesenda ko musiringa ukwereza kilo 5 ari mushanju ushanga no tunga kasente still tukomari ekintu tukorana nensigo anda tishukari cya yo kuhinga mu kiya makatuzi nawe akatuzi turakoma kahinga kunga still nzo mu variation nko ku vision 2040 gamba ntugenda tutushange ngo every product is transformed to a certain level shanga ntukopitinga namahanga gabajungu so nicyo kurebera ntukora akatuzi situkoma kahindra ka refresh still ntukomya ushanga umuntu nabasa kafiri kandi kakarastinga ronga akamukatare tutukoma ntukora aka mushroom wine ne wine okurwa mukatuzi
so
tugiye kora aha Farm Institute nambwe no wahikaho no bwakora orders inga yintu gikwisyaho ati mushroom wine basically ne rwo mukatuzi nore in transforming product kuzo mu variation ntubantu yetenga a variety of products kandi tukomaho still tukora the banana wine banana wine ergo mu kitoke no abantu mbine bitoke ukano ushanga katare ho byone bitoke bikozere ki bihire ushanga bitoke byasya batine katare ke bitoke byabo so kitu nka farm institute tubakora wine ku rwo mu bitoke na no butuzi okashanga ngo babasa kwetongera akasente ntukorana na hani obo bwoki obore nacyo ushanga abantu abandi bino bwoki konka butare nacyo so itu ntukora koki abo kubasa kutira mu gato gwawe okashanga ngo kintu cyaga mutano tukomaho still turebana n'abantu abadayare abakuri sente ntubakora yogurt bakubana ushanga ngo leta yamate nego singe rushanje singe bitano turebana ntukora product engage okashanga baganyura na tomato sauce still
thank you so much
tubasize kwangora umworeko umwakogo tubasize kuba karwentanga kusinga tashari institution zona ejine 2023 still tukabasinga mu institution zona zo mu Uganda ejine 2023 tukakikora mu Uganda yona so urentanga farm institute ebintu bikorire
thank you
byo bare munongo kumpurekeza nasigana Simon mukuru mu gikuru garwentanga
yabare munongo umurebe wa Revival TV osofano reba ngo amatendekera aganaga kore ibintu binji munonga nko kundi kwija kuba ninkutwara ndo koreka parts zimwe ni nyenda ngo tugire o twabasa kuba ntuganiraho nawe kandi uri kwija kuba notunga no kongera kushobora amatendekera aga nagakomombe bindaho nkanare gine binde bigakubasa kubanga kora kandi natunga umushagwa mano ubwo no mukugu akozere ibintu binji munonga kandi nkitendekero area Bishop Stuart University rwasize kubandukora ibintu binji munonga yes omuntogo twayanjuro tugambira imwe nka Bishop Stuart University ibintu muri gukora nibyo biye
webare munonga programa amazina nirakani n'amanyamakayi manager agrobusiness incubation hub wa Bishop Stuart University university yitu ya Bishop Stuart University bineho ibintu byinje biturakora kwegeza abana kureba ngo yarga university ayine chipapula ecyayizire kushomera kandi yarga hayine na skill aho kubantu kimayaje ngo abantu binje abana bitukushomeza kuga university basubize babure mirimo so ntugezeho munonga kureba ngo umwana twabasa kumugita hoki ohire chipapula cya kubasa kubana afana ombye ibyo biturye nyuma nibyo tukuza kuborekaho ibyo umwana tukumwongeraho ibyo atari kushashurura okuyeho yabaryo mweje witu tari kwetaga kushashurira ebe bintu ngo azo mukirasa byege it is given by the university we have funders we have Avis Foundation we have Mastercard we have Reform we have international organizations ezikuja zikateka musente kureba ngo umwana ahamherwa byo nayo kushoma yayitandikiraho murimo yakora business ze ya employing abandi atagire kuronda emerumo ebi nibyo tukuza kuborekaho bice ebi twine nyuma yitu
just a summary turkuzaga yes
yeah we bare munonga so summary what we see here is we call it climate change. In climate change we mean that aba ebe biturya hatwine hebinyansi ubwiro bwinja abahinji bitu tigo mu cattle corridor ningashi corridor itwine mwente nyinji so giniyo tweta hey ningashi ebinyansi byomire ebyente rukubasa kurya so ncukurebera twine hebinyansi ebe binyansi ncuma insa kugira ngo ente binyansi kubya kwa farm ninga bitaka hwiro tigo mbwire burunje bwenjura ntubasa kubitema tubase kubibika obutura bitu tine binyanso bwire bwo mushana tubase kubantu feeding ente zitu so turiho turwana na n'ikintu cya climate change twinoho mwana haine innovation nunji munonga egini innovation yarakora kuruga omuru what we call ant-hill soil ningashi itakarier kuba rumwenchebebe ezebukungo mu farm so enshonga ye no kugira ngo twinente ubwire bw'inyino shangente rukurya ejo ant-hill soil mu farm ningashi mpuno zukutimba mu itaka kuranguziya mu iron
yebare munonga nzaza kubantu wongeraho ebindi binji munonga nzaza kugarukira abo kuba Bishop Stuart University twinire ibintu binji munonga kandi biriyo ne tugambira ngo mbakora tugarike aha mukoro ubu turukongera kutunga abandi bagambi ukira munonga umujenyi mukuru nko kunanagambire yashiremo kandi atwinire binji munonga tuja kubantu tugaruka tworeka ibindi bintu birukorwa abantaba okwenda ngo kanjera kubitunga back to you at command center.
Stuart, you need to learn with Bishop Stuart. I know the way, we show the way, we go the way is our identity. Now I will need also to make homework, but then it seems you have bigger homework, you the staff of BSU. Okay, thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to this afternoon special session, which we slotted in by adjusting our program. Our guest of honor, Colonel Edith Nakarima, Welcome. Yes. Who is the head of the anti-corruption unit for protecting investors. I'm paraphrasing. He will give us the right definition for in charge of investors. Actually, when we were coming, I confessed to him, because the Christians confess. When you do wrong, you confess. I told him, I was just realizing that he is in charge of that docket of investors. My perception was that he was dealing with foreign investors. How many were like me? I don't know. I was alone, I think. Yeah, even you? Yeah, but Iswa might be a better locally, because others will say, for me I knew. But, but his docket it covers local, because I got to know that I'm part of the people he's supposed to protect, because I'm an investor, which I never thought about. So anyway, we welcome you, Chairman of Council, Professor Kagame, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Mujisha. We have made this quick so that we don't have a lot of protocols. We are going to invite her. We mentioned it to you, you know. She was coming to give us an address to understand the width and breadth of her work and how it helps our country in growing. But I can't help in introducing her to say that I had the privilege to teach her in class, Senior 5, Senior 6, and she was one of those very committed students, purposeful. She was born again, saved, and she was chairperson of Scripture Union and also, I think, chairman of school council, something. I told you I've written a book, about 300 pages, about Shivura, where I taught, and also my teaching experience in England, where I taught for 3 years during my PhD. That's an interesting story. And I'm glad to say the book has arrived. It is on this hill now. For those who will be excited enough, you will go with a copy at 50,000. It is worth it. It is called Contrasting Ironies, English and Ugandan State Secondary Schools. I tell the story of how schools in Uganda, which are third world, are better than schools in England, which are first world. Now, if you don't pick interest in that, I pity you. So, and she also wrote, she has an article, Dr. Donna has an article, where is of Chivura, Chichoncho Catherine, who is exhibiting there, foot and mouth disease and whatever, is a student. Yeah. Can you please come and address this gathering? Welcome.
I hold it? My Lord Bishop, the Right Reverend Associate Professor Fred Sheldon Mwesugwa, the Bishop of Ankole Diocese and Chancellor, Bishop Stuart University, the Chairman of Bishop Stuart University, Professor Kagame, the Vice Chancellor, Bishop Stuart University, Professor John Mujisha, distinguished guests in your respective capacities, and especially our visitors from abroad, you are all most welcome to Uganda, all the clergy present. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from State House, where I work as the head of State House Investors Protection Unit. It is my pleasure to be home once again. Whenever I am in Mbarara, I feel really home because it's where I was born, where I went to school, where I got saved from, where my parents have lived and worked. And so looking at each one of you, it's an honor for me to be talking to brothers and sisters, parents and friends. And so I feel very much at home. Thank you, my Lord Bishop, Associate Professor Fred Sheldon Mwesugwa, the President of International Ecumenical Fellowship, Africa, for giving me this opportunity to participate in this 6th International Ecumenical Fellowship Conference. Please permit me to add my voice to the previous speakers in welcoming our esteemed guests who traveled from outside Uganda to attend this conference. You are most welcome, and please feel at home and enjoy this pearl of Africa. We live in a country that is endowed with every beautiful thing. Importantly, Ugandans are very humorous, and research has proved that. So those of you, our distinguished guests from outside Uganda, enjoy the pleasure of being with very lovely Ugandans. I was very delighted to learn that the theme for this 6th IEF conference is Religion and Development, which aims at achieving SDG, or Sustainable Development Goals 1 and 3, which seeks to end poverty as well as promoting good health and well-being respectively. I trust that the IEF conference's main focus is to discuss ways of enhancing developmental activities. This IEF conference gives us an opportunity to share ideas in pursuit of practical and result-oriented solutions to challenges of poverty and underdevelopment, as well as sharing ideas on tackling the adverse effects that come out of these challenges. It is imperative to note that the development championed by believers is more productive, and it can go a long way in empowering people, and more so believers. Allow me at this juncture to tell you that I am very, very proud of our teacher, Bishop Associate Professor Sheldon Mwesugwa, who taught us and has continued to teach us wherever we are. And so I would say that Ankole Diocese, you are very, very blessed, because now I belong to Kampala Diocese. So Ankole Diocese is blessed to have a great educationist, to have an educationist that has blessed nations of the world. Professor, we are very, very proud of you. He teaches in writing, teaches in talking, teaches in action, teaches even in Professor Sheldon will look at you and you know what he wants. So even his eyes can teach. Thank you very much for being a great teacher, and now who is aiming at development. You have really, really promoted development, and for me as a fighter of corruption, and now charged with the responsibility of promoting, protecting, and supporting wealth creators, it is such an honor to protect my own teacher, my parent, my friend, but with all of you that have spared all your time to come and deliberate on how to ensure that religion promotes development. And so I am here to tell us, or to remind us, that with deep regard of the theme of this 6th IEC conference, I want us to recall that the Almighty God commissioned mankind to subdue the earth, multiply, and take dominion over other creatures, according to Genesis 1:28. And in my view, it is where all of us as believers derive our mandate to develop the world and make it a better place than we found it by ensuring that the world is productive. So, Professor and the distinguished professors present, thank you for being great researchers who are saying, for believers, it is our time to recall that we need to be the ones that are making this world very productive in all aspects. In this country, our president, His Excellency, retired General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, continues to spearhead efforts of job and wealth creation across the country. Our president's consistent campaign is aimed at enabling citizens to exploit Uganda's natural and physical resources, which include good soils, minerals, water bodies, and importantly, favorable weather that gives us a privilege or the privilege to produce all kinds of organic and natural foods, fruits, vegetables, and also to rear all kinds of animals, birds, or even reptiles. So in Uganda, we don't have any reason not to develop. If we are led by believers who trust that with God everything is possible, we cannot lag behind. We can really ensure that our world is very productive for us, for our children, and for generations to come. Under the leadership of His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the government of Uganda prioritized peace and stability as the basis of every development. This is important because without peace and stability, you cannot mobilize natural, human, or financial resources to build the country. Therefore, the government has ensured the protection of lives, property, and the provision of the necessary infrastructure for development. The government of Uganda has put in place economic policies that are private sector friendly, and this remains a firm basis for the government's collaboration with all faith-based organizations. And I want to thank the leadership of the International Ecumenical Conference for always enabling the participants or all the members to ensure that development is key in the life and their followers. To enhance developmental activities, the government of Uganda pursued the policies of liberalizing and privatization to ensure that private sector, which includes the faith-based organization, acts as the engine of economic development and growth at all levels. Therefore, Uganda is ripe for any investments, and the government has always highlighted and enlightened the citizens and all those that we interact with as Ugandans. We have identified 4 basic sectors, and these include commercial agriculture, industries, services, and ICT. There are institutions, policies, laws, and regulations to promote, protect, and support alleviation of poverty. To ensure efficient collaboration among government ministries, departments, and agencies, His Excellency the President established the State House Investors Protection Unit, call it SHIP, which I head to support and protect both local or domestic and foreign investors. So, my Lord Bishop, distinguished professors, and esteemed participants of this conference, the State House Investors Protection Unit is for everyone that adds value to our country. everyone that adds value, we are meant to protect them, because when you invest in education, it's our work to ensure that you're protected. When you invest in health, it's our work to ensure that you're protected. When you employ people and they earn a living and you're paying taxes, you're an investor. So our work as the State House Investors Protection Unit, and me as their head, we are to ensure that everyone adding value to our country is protected first, before we even protect the foreigners that bring in diversification of economic activities. Also, of course, they pay taxes, but we prioritize the local investors, because it is the local investors that will even bring foreign investors when the economic environment is suitable for other foreigners to join and promote the development. To ensure efficient collaboration, us as the State House Investors Protection Unit, we have developed, again, with His Excellency the President's guidance, we are leveraging technology in ensuring that investors, business persons, and everyone that needs to be connected to agencies of government for support in what they are doing to add value and develop our country together, we have an electronic investors protection portal, which I want to present in very few minutes as I'll be concluding. Our vision as the State House Investors Protection Unit is a thriving investment climate in Uganda. And we do that through collaboration with all government ministries, departments and agencies, as well as the private sector. And we take believers to be our champions in ensuring that development is promoted with trust and integrity. I want to once again express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of this conference, Bishop Sheldon and the chairman of the board of BSU and the vice chancellor. Thank you very, very much for ensuring that you convened this great IEC fellowship, where you have discussed ways of promoting development in nations of the world, based here in the Pearl of Africa. The organizing committee, not left behind, we are grateful that you have organized this beautifully arranged and decorated in a calm environment in the beautiful land of Nkore Karokarunji. I hear my grandparents call Nkore. Is this the Karokarunji of Nkore? Everything here is beautiful. So allow me show you Uganda's electronic investors protection portal. Daud, are you ready? So, because we promote protection, we promote promotion. Again, we promote, we protect, we support, and want to do it at convenience. Even on your smartphones, if you Google the word, you just type in your smartphone on Google, protection.statehouseinvest.go.ug. That's what Daud is trying to. Daud is my PA who I am developing to take over as I will retire to serve, to join the service of preaching the gospel at all times and fighting corruption after I have shown the young people the way. So, protection.statehouseinvest.go.ug is the link that will give you Uganda's electronic investors protection portal. When you get to this first page, where you find all services, all agencies of government is on the word services. So you click to the word service or services, it is services. when you see the word investing in Uganda, click there and you'll immediately join the one-stop center of Uganda Investment Authority. Is the internet disturbing? Should I give you my phone too? Okay. So investing in Uganda, click at, you click there, you are already at the Uganda Investment Authority. And a summary of what investments have done in our country, the foreign direct investors in between 2022 to date, they have created 1,129,241 jobs. They may not be highly paying, but our children are earning some living. The amount or the money, the investments that have come in these 2 years between 2022 to date, 43 billion US dollars. New licensed projects are 9,015. Again, when we talk of dollars, it doesn't mean that all these dollars or these billions came from only foreigners. Actually, at Namanvi, the first industrial park in Uganda, the 54% is occupied by Ugandans. Foreigners are only 46%. So we have many of you as investors, maybe you didn't know, but your money, those of you that are adding value, doing any business that is registered, we count you as our investor and we are here to protect you. Get back to the services. Registering a business, you will get to Uganda Registration Services Bureau. So you don't have to drive to go to Kampala to register a business or to inquire about what to invest in or where to invest. You just go on your computer or your phone or your iPad and you will register a business. You will inquire about the opportunities in Investment Authority. Go down. Yes, so you can check about the names or the name you would want to call your business. You can register, you can open a business account. You can do everything online. And this USB link is very, very quick. Their website is very, very fast and efficient. We get back to exploring Uganda. Most foreign investors start by exploring, understanding what Uganda looks like, looking at our beautiful weather, the mountains, the national parks, the hotels, and all that. So whenever they see the beauty, then they go back to investing. Next is working in Uganda, getting your work permit, getting your visas for those that want to travel or those that are coming in. This is a website of the Immigration Department, the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control. Even your passports, you can renew, you can apply from here. Next, yes, Uganda Revenue Authority, learning about taxes and also tax incentives. Because whenever we mention the word tax, it's like you are the one to pay. No, they are incentives meant for those investors that are starting, those that are already very big. So you can learn about taxes and which tax to pay for what, which incentives is given for what. Next, NEMA. Because every investor, every investment is done on land. So you need the environmental social impact assessment. So you still can reach NEMA and they guide you before you find yourself in either reserve or a wetland. Now we have a war between NEMA and those that were settled in gazetted areas. So for our educationists, the researchers, operational networks or operational framework, the documents that help Uganda to plan, or the National Planning Authority, and those of us who have to ensure that what the country plans is done according to the policies and regulations. So we have all these documents attached on this portal. The Vision 2040 is attached, the manifesto of the NRM, and then the National Development Plan 3. We are about to add NDP 4 because it is in progress. Soon it will be out. Then there's a resource center also. Now, making any inquiry from us at the State House Investors Protection Unit, you just click on the word inquiry. There is a very short form. You fill it, and we shall answer you in 24 hours, or even in 1 hour, depending on what you're asking. You can also whistleblow if you don't want to identify yourself for fear of any security threat. And then filing a complaint or reporting a big case that needs investigation. There it is a comprehensive form. When you click on the word report, you have a comprehensive form that you can fill and even attach a video or a document up to 60, is it 60 GBs? MBs. Next, go to the videos. Okay, let's first explain the main functions of the Uganda's Electronic Investors Protection Portal. We are receiving many foreign investors online, because for them it is easier as long as they Google, type in State House Invest, then we see them using this portal more than our local investors who prefer coming physically for us to interact and maybe even lead them to some offices. So we are encouraging all the local investors to use this portal because it also has a language translation. You can actually report in Luganda, not sure about the Runyankore, but the Luganda, this portal you can use Luganda to report. So the portal has 4 main functions: guiding investors, and my Lord Bishop will see that it is both domestic and foreign. So it guides all investors to authentic government ministries, departments, and agencies, and their leaders, because we are having a challenge of fraudsters, the corrupt, diverting investors and defrauding them of their resources through even using government domains. So through this portal, we will guide you to right offices or right authorities. Reporting mechanisms, it's where when you click on it, it will either give you a short form for inquiry or a comprehensive form for reporting. Then we supporting enforcement, we ensure that what you have asked, what you have complained about, we are the ones to follow up with those institutions of government to ensure that you are helped. Then we give feedback. Go down to why the president put up this portal. I think the volume.
As the minister was saying, both of them raised the cost of doing business in Uganda.
Because the volume is not
right and delaying decision making. As the minister was saying, both of them raised the cost of doing business in Uganda.
So when you want also use a phone.
I was saying, both of them raise the cost of doing business in Uganda. So I am using this Labor Day to tell everybody that we are going to have a big fight. I'm going to set up another small unit in my office where the investors can ring directly if anybody asks them for a bribe or delays the decision. don't delay any decision, don't ask for a bribe, assist the wealth creators.
And he's saying don't delay wealth creators. Anyway, the next, can you increase the volume? We go to another, try that, and then you can go to.
Raise the cost of doing business in Uganda.
I think that's better.
So, bribes and delay decision making. As the minister was saying, both of them raise the cost of doing business in Uganda. So, I am using this Labor Day to tell everybody that we are going to have a big fight. I'm going to set up another small unit in my office where the investors can ring directly. If anybody asks them for a bribe or delays a decision, don't delay any decision, don't ask for a bribe, assist the wealth creators.
So that's a directive he gave us. Every wealth creator is supposed to be assisted by us in the president's office. Next, he also has another message in this one.
Hello, Kano Edith Nakarema is my name, and I head the State House Investors Protection Unit. The unit was established by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commanding Chief of the Armed Forces. On the 13th of December 2023, His Excellency the President commissioned an electronic investors protection portal, which is a platform that is online, and its link is protection.statehouseinvest.go. Kano Edith Nakarema is my name, and I head the State House Investors Protection Unit. The unit was established by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commanding Chief of the Armed Forces. On the 13th of December 2023, His Excellency the President commissioned an electronic investors protection portal, which is a platform that is online, and its link is protection.statehouseinvest.go.ug. The portal has 4 main functions. It provides guidance to authentic government ministries, departments, and agencies, and that's a way of protecting investors from falling in the hands of wrong elements or the corrupt. The second function is it provides mechanisms for reporting or making inquiries. The third function is it provides feedback and also ensures enforcement.
Investors are being harassed for bribes. That's why I have appointed Nakarema now to handle that side of the investors.
In conclusion, Uganda's president has put investors as his key priority, the protection, the guidance, and the support of investors, and that's why he established the State House Investors Protection Unit to ensure that the investors are effectively guided, protected from the corrupt, and supported by all government ministries, departments, and agencies in collaboration with the private sector. I thank you.
The one who called us to make things better than we found them to be. So, the quick access to the investors protection portal, when you are on this page, just when you want to inquire, you click an I, or you make an inquiry. You can file a complaint, you can track your complaint, you will get your feedback. And we can also do live chats. So when you click on that live chat, we will be interacting directly online either on your phone or your computer. All these agencies are attached. Show the agencies attached, and then the useful links. My Lord Bishop, given that you are a big investor, we need your link of Ankole Diocese with your investments, and we can support to coordinate quickly with other government agencies. All these links, we have the agencies of government, but also some of the organizations like the Chartered Accountants of Uganda, those that are qualified, and the auditors that are qualified by Bank of Uganda. So we ensure that when we have sent there an investor, a local or foreign, they are helped. Any questions? Because for me, mine was to come and present to the conference about what we are doing to ensure that religion and development are effective and profitable to those that have decided to honor God with who they are and what they do. I thank you for giving me this opportunity.
You can come with your microphone, so that when they ask, you can even answer when you are seated. Then you can take a sip of water and then breathe in and out. So thank you so much. One thing she says she's not used to is being guest of honor. The other day I invited her as guest of honor at the diocesan function, 14 years of my being bishop. And so it was a very awkward moment. So you can imagine.
For me.
For her, more than me. Me, I'm comfortable with it. Me, I'm used. I have welcomed my former students many times. There is another former student, Honorable Kalisa. He's the deputy coordinator, parish development model. She also has an article here in this book of mine. And so one time in Uganda, we were opening the circle of Uganda, Millennium Circle branch in Uganda. So if you were there to see me welcoming my former student, Madam, can you come up and address the audience? So those of you who are teachers and you look down upon your students, I pity you. Some teachers in Uganda, they look at students and say, see this boy, you see how, David Mera, David Sat, Togorire too. Do you know the person you are talking to? Madam, you are welcome. Thank you very much. That is my former student. So we shall be very quick. A few minutes, because we have one session from 3 to 4, and then we go for Igongo. Then from here, we are going to take her on a tour of the exhibition. Few minutes, we shall go with the people who are here, and then we allow the presentations to be done in time. And then the other announcement, I'm expecting you to put up your hands and you ask questions. And then at the end of this session, we have a small gift that we shall give to her as IEF organization team to appreciate you also for the great work that you are doing and being a friend also of Ankole Diocese and development and fighting corruption. Questions? Dr. Ruzaza, then Reverend. Good.
I rise to salute the leadership of this conference. I arise to salute Bishop Stuart University. I arise to salute Mother Uganda, represented here by Colonel Edith Nakarema. I arise to thank God, upon whom everything begins and ends. Question is simple. Definition of investments. That's how do we perceive it in universities, especially when it comes to knowledge trade. But I think for the general consumption of society, some bit of examples of investable projects that one can invest in. But I would like to pick one example, two examples from here. Knowledge trade, that means we produce knowledge in universities, yes, but to bring it out of the university. A lot of things lying down, and I think let me start in Mbara University, because the BSU yesterday really how they presented, it's a university of the future. They have produced the first brick here out of waste. And you know there is a problem there in Kampala. So I think those are investable projects. Of course, for me there at Mbara University of Science and Technology, for many years I have been saying universities do better. Fight ticks, do this, so knowledge trade, and then the brick project. That one I recommend it actually, me myself, for solving the Chitezi and similar problems. Thank you very much. That's my question and comment.
Good. Next.
Thank you very much.
Introduce your name and then.
My name is Okiri Charles, a priest in Church Uganda and a lecturer at Bishop Stuart University. Thank you so much for the great presentation and linking the church and state, which is a great thing we are fostering to. And as we know very well, that either the flag follows the cross or the cross follows the flag.